I want to ask you now, when do you feel like you got your first break? Like you say, you was just in the UK scene, but when do you feel like you got to that next level?
So that would be the fifth single, which was "There's Nothing Like This." That was when we decided to write and release an album. I had four singles previous to that, prior to that, but I've been at school and studying and things. But this is the one that actually went national, and then it went international as well. That's the one which most people know me for, is that song. Um, but it had been building up to that moment for years. A few years before that. I just felt like it was the right time when it did hit. It was the last song to be written for. Excuse me, the album was the same name. There's nothing like this, and it just came at the right time. I was listening to my dad's record collection, and he had an album by the Ohio Players called Skin Tight, and I was like, man, and then I played this track called Heaven Must Be Like This, and that track just blew me away. And I was like, why is nobody writing or singing this kind of music? Because at the time it was acid house and it was hip hop. That's all samples and sequences and synthesizers. This is pure organic bass, drums, keys, guitar, string section, vocals. You know what I mean? And that's just what inspired me to make the song that I did.
Okay, okay. Now I wanted to ask you a little bit about Talking Loud Records. How did you connect it with them, and what was that experience like? Because I was looking at their roster, they had a lot of great artists on there, and I was looking at the Roots. The Roots from Philadelphia was on Talking
Yeah,
Loud. Did you get to
yeah.
connect with any of those other artists?
Oh hell yeah! I did the Roots Festival in Atlanta. It was like one of the first festivals I did in the States back in the '90s. Hooking up with Questlove and those boys. I loved them from time. But they also had Incognito, Young Disciples, Galliano. We was all kind of a movement at that time. And how we got hooked up was that Giles Peterson came to my dad's office and said like he heard the music and he thought it'd be a great fit for his label as well. And when I saw the roster and that Giles Peterson, Norman J at DJs, it just made sense that we went with it because I knew they knew how to take it national and international. They could take it to the next level.